this question is from Abe Moreno. He's asking me about my vacuum, performing a vacuum, and if it is actually scored on stage. First, a vacuum is not scored on stage. They don't actually call for it. It's not a pose that they ask for in their judging. I do a vacuum. I always have, because for my height, I'm not a very small person. I have kind of a big bone structure. I have big hips, wide hips. I don't have the smallest waist. But to create that illusion, I always pulled the vacuum. And honestly, when I used to watch the Olympia when I was in high school, I'd see Sean Ray hit his front double. I'd see, even further back, Arnold hit his front double. Lou Ferrigno hit their front double. Back in the day, that's how everyone hit it. Robbie Robinson. It was never crunching down on the abs to hit it. Danny Padilla. Anyone that I remember that had an impressive front double bicep was always pulling a vacuum, expanding their rib cage, creating this illusion of a big rib cage up to a small waist. As far back as I can ever recall. Frank Zane, Steve Reeves, before all of them. Those were the looks that I really liked. But as far as judging, they're judging the appearance, the conditioning, the muscularity, the aesthetics of each individual up there. There's very few guys that can hit a front double without a vacuum of some sort. Some hit it better than others. Sean Roden has tiny hips, the smallest waist there is, and he can hit a front double with his abs crunched down. Victor Martinez also can hit it that way. Tony Freeman used to hit it that way. Looked very impressive. Cedric McMillan can hit it. Now, when you think about it, it's usually pretty tall guys with real broad shoulders and really small hips. Those are the guys that can get away with it because they don't have to exaggerate so much to create this look. They can just sit on their abs and do it, and it looks beautiful. I don't have that luxury, so I've always done a vacuum since I started bodybuilding. I actually could do it unbelievable when I was 25, 26. And a friend of mine that used to travel with me and go to the shows was like, it looks disgusting, stop doing it. So he encouraged me to stop doing it because it almost made me look like anorexic, like I had an eating disorder or something. And you could literally almost see my spine. So I got away from doing it. And then the bigger I got, particularly after I turned pro, or started competing as a pro, I realized I needed to create that illusion. So I started working on it more and more and more. And the vacuum is done by the rectus abdominis, which is the muscle responsible for pulling in and for actually doing planks. And so that is one way to strengthen that muscle, is to do planks. But there's no substitute for actually just practicing the vacuum. You could sit in a chair and hold it in for as long as you can, and you're literally trying to pull your belly button into your spine. So you practice, you can do it hunched over like this. I remember seeing Arnold, he used to do it like that. He would sit on the edge of the bench like this and pull in, hold it for 5 seconds. Then move on to 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. If you can hold it for 15 seconds or longer, you're golden. So yeah, as far as getting better at it, just practice doing it. Do it standing, then practice doing it, not only holding it for 15 seconds, but practice holding it for 15 seconds and speaking. That's a big thing. When you're posing, if you can talk and hold it, then you're getting really good at holding and control that muscle. So good luck, work on the vacuum, and it can only help.
This is the Boston Mass. Thanks again for watching. Now, if you're not subscribing, subscribe now. Tell all your friends to subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. All right?